Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the CFRL Week 4 schedule release. We will be going over the schedule, and unfortunately, I cannot go over the statistical standings of where your guys are at this week. I have already recorded the San Jose State versus Army game, so it is not able to show you guys where you're at for your standings this week. We will see that next week. Like I said, we've already recorded the Army game, so at the top of the screen you'll see the Iowa State game, and that is where we're going to start the week. That will be the next recorded game that I'll work on, and we will see what goes on from there. It's kind of a light week as far as user teams, so some non-user teams will fill out the schedule. I'm going to try to record 5 to 8 games this week for you guys, and let you see where we're at. But definitely that Iowa State game, San Jose State versus Army is that is 2 user teams. So those 2 games are recorded. That game's recorded already. Iowa State game will be recorded. Might record Mississippi State at Auburn here. Number 2 Auburn, Mississippi State upset Michigan last week. So I believe Michigan's off this week. So we'll see where they stand. But as you go through here, like I said, there's not many user games this week. I might record the Alabama and Wyoming game just to fill in a time slot and watch Alabama just beat up on another team this week. Let's look at this real quick. Alabama. Yeah, they lost USC week 1. Just totally blanked Georgia Tech in week 2. And we'll see what they do with Wyoming. They did not have Peyton Manning Jr. in week 1 against USC, and they did in Georgia Tech. So you can see, granted, USC is probably a much better team than Georgia Tech is, but we'll see what Peyton Manning Jr. does for this team going forward. So they are on a 1-game streak. So that will definitely be a recorded game. Akron upset a user team last week. I can't remember if it was NC State or Iowa State. They upset someone pretty big last week. As we go through here, like I said, there's not that many user games this week. A&M at Tennessee, that will definitely be a recorded game. See what Johnny Hobbs can do in his second game of the year versus number 11 Tennessee. They moved up to 15. I will show you guys the top 25 and see where we're at there. South Carolina, who is just a cupcake team this year. That is so Oklahoma, with the whole having to skip week 1 snafu stuff from the issue that we had. South Carolina lost to Oklahoma pretty big in the first week. South Carolina's pretty bad right now this year. So Michigan State at Ohio, Arkansas at Arkansas State. That's a user game, but we might not show it depending on if we need a time slot or not. I will publish this video for the schedule reveal, and then also I will publish in the Discord and on social media a graphic showing the schedule for this week. We might show this Notre Dame Georgia Tech game just because it's a big rivalry. See where Notre Dame's at this year. Get some eyes on some teams that we normally wouldn't see. NC State versus New Mexico. That'll be a televised game because it's a user team, and we do need the time slot. So hopefully Smokey can get NC State going. Arizona State does not have a user team. They have this amazing quarterback. Rutgers at Miami. That's the big game this week. Oklahoma LSU. Like I said, Oklahoma beat South Carolina in week 1 pretty big. We did not get to see it due to the having to sim week 1 for everybody. But we will see Maverick McCain at quarterback for Oklahoma the first time live against LSU. So that'll definitely be a recorded game at the least. And I'm going to try to do a live broadcast this week. So that may be the live broadcast game. And Coastal Carolina UTEP, that might be a fun game to show just to get some eyes on teams that you normally don't see. And that's it for the week. This is gonna be a light week, 5 to 8 games probably, and then we'll be on to week 4. Yeah, flying by already, almost a quarter of the way through the season. So that's the schedule for the week. Let's see. see if we can do this without showing anything big. So here are the top 25 teams right now. USC, Auburn, Rutgers, Florida State, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Bama, Illinois, Georgia, Kentucky of all teams, Tennessee, Louisville, Minnesota, UCLA, Texas A&M moving up one spot with their win, Penn State, Nebraska, Iowa. That Iowa State game's gonna be big. Virginia Tech dropped big after losing. They lost to Old Dominion last week by 5 and dropped 13 spots. Maryland, Clemson, Navy, Arkansas, Cincinnati, and Texas. And that rounds out the top 25. So there's your schedule, there's your top 25, and we will show these standings for next week also. So looking forward to showing you guys these games this week, and starting Saturday morning it will be wake up with the weekend football and wake up with the CFRL, and we will get going on these schedules in week 4, or this week 3, and then getting into week 4. Thanks for tuning in, and look forward to seeing you this weekend.